You've put the correct time zone, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Uh, Welcome everyone, all those who are watching this on YouTube and all of the core team to HackUIT Keynote event. Uh, is my presentation visible? Put the correct time zone, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
All right. So first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you, and now I'll start with a small introduction of P Club. Then we'll have judges introduction, and after that, a small presentation will be given by Ashwini on hackathons and their importance, and after that, we'll show a submission and finally declare the prizes. So stay tuned, guys. So, so basically, P Club is a programming club at UIT, Punjab University, and we thrive to improve the technical literacy at our campus. So, what we are doing is basically we organize a lot of events throughout the year, and HackUIT being one of them, we are more focused on basically engaging students in new technologies that are being present in the industry. And we are more than just a coding club. P Club ventures into many domains other than just programming. We discuss research papers, talk about latest developments in the field, and also work as a community. Uh, this is our basic events timeline. So we have AI Saturdays, Research Fridays, and we have P Club Summer of Code, and we have Software Freedom Day, and we have Hacktoberfest. So enough about P Club. Now I'd stop my presentation, and our second partner is IEEE. So Kanishk will give some words about them. Kanishk.
Hello everyone, myself Kanishk Tyagi, and we are delighted to introduce IEEE as our official sponsor for the HackUIT 2021. So IEEE envisions a conducive environment in the campus which provides a plethora of opportunities for students to evolve in knowledge as well as to showcase their indigenous ideas through a number of amazing initiatives like ICAER and ADRO IT. Their purpose is to foster technologies, innovation, and excellence for the benefit of humanity, to fulfill which we ensure that our embark upon on a fruitful journey of learning through IEEEs. Thank you.
All right. So first of all, I'd now will welcome our judges to this event, and our first judge is Mr. Prabhakaran Chandran. Prabhakaran Chandran is an engineering graduate in instrumentation and control engineering who is currently working as a data scientist in Mu Sigma, a leading problem solving company since 2019. As a data scientist, he is proficient in advanced analytics, statistics, Python, and all these related areas. He's been working on projects which have created a huge impact on this business using AI and data science. So, welcome, Prabhakaran. We would like to hear a few words from you.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank UIET and the Programming Club of UIET for reaching out me and for inviting me as a jury for this hackathon. I'm really happy about that because in this pandemic, such a club is organizing many events to create the interdisciplinary learning across different colleges, and which is accelerating. And which is encouraging their club members also. So that is the great thing I would appreciate. And this particular hackathon, which is like concentrating more on multiple factors like UI UX, how AI is being used in the solution, how are they presenting, how are they actually solving the problem that is there in society and the industry. So these kind of things and all is making this club unique out of other club in the region. So really great guys, like keep it up. And participants, I would suggest few things while you are designing the solution and while you are executing it. One thing is like address the actual gap or else the actual requirement uh, in the society or else the industry. Without addressing the gap, we cannot directly give the solution to that. And do your own research on the existing solutions and think about what can be added over there, what kind of extra flavors that can added over there to improvise the solution. Because like wherever I go as a jury, I found few pitfalls over there. People are not concentrating on the existing solutions, they are not finding out, and they are not filling up the gap between um, um, the current problem and the required future state that the industry wants to be in. And read about the actual use case of AI, actual use case of computation, actual use case of UI UX and all, because we cannot just like that put it over there. That will actually create that will actually look like a unmatched one over there. So concentrate on these things because you'll have ample amount of time to execute it. I guess 60 hours is there, and if you have time, if you have any queries, obviously you can like ask anybody here in the club. All the best, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhakaran, for the great insight. And now I'd like to call Ashwini, who has also been a member and has participated in many hackathons, won a few of them, and he's here to share some like what you could experience as being participating in this hackathon.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, Ashwini.
Yeah, it's
Okay. So I welcome you all to the HackUiet. So how many of you guys have participated in hackathons before? Do we have a live chat going on? Yeah, we have some of the guys there. So what's a hackathon all about? Anybody knows about that in the current participants? So I'll go over the briefs on what we do usually, the purpose of hackathon, and how we do things there. So the first purpose of hackathons is to have fun, basically. It's the like the main goal of it. So bring your chips, whatever, and have meats, and you can do all sorts of stuff there. So next is code that's useful to you. You know, you can't be coding something that's not useful to you. So you have to be coding that's can be used later. So you have to document it. You have to present it well, make a good video so that it can be added to your resume, and it serves a purpose. So you can't be making just about just anything that will just die in a after this week. So you can make a project that's important to you and that helps in your work. So yeah, Kingo mode on. So what I mean by Kingo mode is, you know, if you guys have seen the movie or the trailers, so the first purpose is to, you know, is always to have fun. Then when it comes about making the project, you have to be calm, ready, prepared to do what's required of you, and with all the confidence in the world. You have to execute it well. So that's why Kingo mode on, but still calm and relaxed. And teamwork is important. So because, you know, without teamwork, if you're doing solo, it's very difficult to make something important, something that's relevant in this 60 hours, because, you know, you can't be knowing everything, so you need team, and teamwork is important. Okay, so this one is my favorite. So just pick a topic that's wild, you know, and that serves, of course, that's useful to you and your team, and do it with the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman t-shirt. You can't be like, you have to do it with all the confidence in the world. So yeah. uh, Next, and so it comes. So the O is obvious is your savior. So after the hackathon, after you're done with coding, and so you have to make a presentation and a video. So you need to focus on making presentation. It you won't win without a good presentation. So, and after that you need to record that. So obvious will be of great help. So use that, and if anybody else needs help with obvious, we can help with it. And then, okay, so the N. So the purpose of hackathon is to have fun, make something that's useful, and something that's meaningful to the team, and the team enjoys the project. And after that, you can't always win, because there are a lot of participants, and then you might win sometimes, but it's difficult. So always be enthusiastic about the next hackathon if you didn't win the current one, but plan well for winning the current one too. Yeah, that's about it from my side.
Thanks, Ashwini. This was a fun presentation. And regarding our second judge, so our second judge is Nikita Vasil. She's a data engineer at Innotech. He has previously worked in Cyberbank, where he has developed Spark ETL pipelines in Python from multiple sources. He is proficient in data analysis, Python, Hadoop, SQL, Teradata, etc. He has done DBA, Oracle, and Teradata development too. But since he's based out of Russia, we weren't able to get him at this time because of time zone differences. But we'll definitely have him at the closing ceremony. So sorry to dishearten you all. Now we'll have Shatabarto Bhattacharya, who is our core team member, demonstrating how you have to make a submission finally.
Hello. So I hope I'm audible and also my screen is visible.
Yes.
So, so I'm gonna go over how to go about submission and how to make a proper repo so that you get the win at the end of the day. So this is a project I worked on. So I chose this as a kind of a base repo, so that you can base your repo around it. So uh, you have a README here, and we have clear instructions about how to install your repo and how to go about it. So you do have to realize that like right now there are lots of participants in, and to stand out, you have to make sure that your repo is easily installable. So one of the things you can do is that you can deploy a website via GitHub, and you can have a deployable link. So I will just go there right now, view deployment, and you can have this link, and you can show it to people that what, this is how you should go about it. This is how you should install it, or if you have a web app, well, you can just show your web app there so that we can go through it, check the UI UX, and don't go through that hustle of uh, of getting everything up. So this is one of the ideal method, that you just have the website up. You can also use what we call in GitHub Releases. So basically, uh, if you have a software that is not deployable, you can just release it. Maybe you can compile it. So like I have the Mac app here, so that I can just easily download it, install it, no hassle at all, right? So this is one way to go about it, right? You can just easily do it. And another way, which is right now popular in the tech world, which is to use a Docker Compose, uh, Docker Compose cluster, or like if you have a single thing, just use one container at all. So here you can see that they have Docker Compose for all the clusters, and then they have one Docker Compose. So like you can just clone the repo and just do Docker Compose up, and that will have us running. So you have to realize that if your project is taking time to set up, well, chances are that you're losing out compared to other participants, because as far as I know, there are like more than 200 participants, almost 300 participants. So like you have to make sure that you stand out, right? So there is that. Uh, so let me just go over the evaluation criteria. So we just talked about deployment of your software, right? To make sure that your code is easy to set up and all. Make sure that you have easy UI UX, because not only do we have to go through multiple websites, but we have to make sure that your web app is usable in the real world. So for that, make sure that you have a lucid and such an UI UX. Also, if you're using blockchain, make sure that that blockchain is actually needed there, because right now there is this fad in the tech industry that you can just shove blockchain everywhere, where a single conventional database will actually solve the problem. Moreover, it will be like more easy. So make sure that you do that, and not just plug random uh, hot stack, just so that you can get the price, because we will be going through all of your code, and we'll be asking you question. If you have an AI model, make sure that it's aptly trained, right? So that at the end of the day, your software works. You can use MLOps and all that stuff, but at the end, your software should be easily deployable and it should work. If your software is scalable and has a valid business model, so there you go, right? Like it will already give you an edge over the other contestants. If you're using open source, make sure that you list open source licenses, because if you don't, most probably you're violating their user agreement conditions. And also make sure that you lint your code, right? So what is linting? Linting is basically, suppose ESLint RC. Sorry, my bad. Yes, so like this is a linting file. It just makes sure that your code follows a certain standard, and if your code doesn't follow that standard, it will give you errors. So if you lint your code, then it will appear very nice and very well uniform. So like you don't have indentation of 4 spaces at one file and then 2 spaces at another file, maybe tab at another file. So to make sure that your code is all uniform, uh, just have some linting, or maybe just write good code. This is completely a bonus thing. You can go about making it run or not. It's completely your choice. So there was that. So yeah, so if you have linting, that would be pretty nice. And I think that's about it. I will pass it down to my teammates. So yeah.
Uh, Thank you, Rick. That was a very insightful presentation. I would also like to mention, apart from like the basic submission process, I'll repeat it. So you have to first of all create a repository. The repository should not have more than commits that are older than 12 a.m. today. So you should create ideally right now, and prior to this day there should not be any commits. Secondly, you have to make sure that you people are the people in your team, or if you're solo, you are the only person that has been contributing to that repository, because if you have external help, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having a team in hackathon. And third of all, as Rick said, there should be a good readme available. Apart from this, we would really encourage you all to also join our hackathon on DevPost and create a post and tag us over there so that you can also show it off to anybody that you create this project in 48 hours. Secondly, apart from having a good code, we know it's a short span, 48 hours, so there will be like a lot of you'll take a lot of help from ideas from other repositories and stuff. So if something of that sort has been done, we don't generally discourage that, but blatant copying is discouraged. And if you do take help of some, suppose you use an API, right? And you have used, suppose Facebook, some sort of API, some like you're using AI and you want to use fast AI APIs. They have beautifully trained models, so definitely it makes sense to use a hugging face or fast API model in 48 hours because you don't have much time to train. But if you are doing so, we want you to mention that in the readme, because it creates a lot of transparency, and plus the original authors should definitely get the credit that their product is being used. And lastly, most important thing is we want you to submit a screen recording of your app, which is 3 to 5 minutes long, and it should basically be a walkthrough. A Google form that will be sending to your mails. So one team should will be allowed only one submissions, and if there are like multiple submissions from a single team, then the only the last one will be considered. Okay, I think that was pretty clear. Actually, we'll cut this part and re-upload it on YouTube so you guys can get a better idea. Now, I'd like to call Meghna to introduce our sponsors once again. Yeah.
So, welcome everyone at HackUIT. Uh, so, for our event, special sponsors are first starting with CodeDam. CodeDam is an interactive learn to code platform where you can learn by practicing concepts in browser or in real world development environment. We have structured the complete curriculum, say full stack developer, and allow you to learn it by practice videos and project right from your browser. And now our next sponsor is, just a second. Our next sponsor is Geeksforgeeks. So, Geeksforgeeks is a computer science portal for geeks. It contains well written, well thought, and well explained uh, computer science articles and programming articles. Here in the community, you can gain and share knowledge and skills with a variety of learning platforms offered by Geeks4Geeks. Next sponsor is Get My Certificate. Uh, Give My Certificate is a platform for organization to generate and send verifiable documents, which the recipient or any intended third party can verify on the platform itself, that too in just a few clicks. To make the things even better, we have introduced a karma score for each credential based on the category and relevance of the document. And our last sponsor is Balsamic. Balsamic goal is to help people. Balsamic's goal is to help people create software and website that are easier to use. They do this by providing software tools, teaching UI designs and non-designers, and by building a long-lasting company. They work on usability and depend on customer services. So that's all for our sponsors, and they are here to help. They are here to guide you and help you work in a more professional environment.
All right. Thank you, Meghna, and thanks to all our sponsors for helping us through this event. So now is the time that you guys all have been waiting for. I'll describe the prizes right now. So Is my screen visible?
No.
No, it's not yet.
Yeah, it's visible now.
All right. So first of all, the first runner-up is supposed to get 3,000 cash prize along with Geeks for Geeks coupons and a Code Damn Pro subscription. And the second runner-up is supposed to get 2,000 cash prize along with coupons and a Code Damn Pro subscription. Third runner-up will get a 1,000 rupees cash prize along with the GFG coupons and which is worth 500 and Code Damn Pro subscription. The Code Damn Pro subscription is also 6 months and they will get it's worth rupees 1,000. Best solo category will get swags from Codam and Pro subscription along with Geeks for Geeks coupons. Best users of AI blockchain will get a $50 worth of compute credits, cloud credits from Balsamic, along with the Pro subscription and GFG coupons. The best web app will get a GFG 1200 extra discount coupon along with Codam Pro subscription. And best UI UX will get a GFG 800 discount coupon, rupees 800, and a Codam Pro subscription. So, along with this, all our participants will get a rupees 300 discount coupon on GFG's all courses, which we'll send to you by mail to your respective email IDs. Apart from this, I think we'll wrap up right now. We won't take any much of your time because you guys have a hackathon to compete for. So thank you guys. Thanks for joining, all of you guys on YouTube, and happy hackathon. And thanks, Prabhakaran, again for coming to this. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Let me know when should I join again.
Yeah, we'll having the judge on 5 p.m. on Sunday, and we'll provide you with the repositories and the
Oh, cool.
presentations to judge from. Yeah. All right.